This is Why People Don't Do Their Jobs. Episode 13, It's Hard to Get Some People to Do Their Jobs. We're surrounded by people that don't do their jobs. In fact, you're not doing your job right now unless your job is to watch this video. Today's topic, it's hard to get some people to do their jobs. This is an MBA graph. I can do these because I'm an MBA. Along the lower axis, we've got personal accountability, and on the left, we've got control over the process. This is a massage therapist. They have 100% control over the process, and they're 100% accountable, so they're clear up at the upper right. Airline Pilot's in roughly the same place, although they have slightly less control because of the air traffic situation. Flight attendant on the same flight is still over on the right, but lower. They're just as much accountable because they're standing in front of the customers, but they have much less control. Here's a fast food guy. He's all the way to the bottom and to the right. He has some customer intimacy, but no control over the process. So here are two guys working in the same factory. One's a janitor and one's a machinist. They're clear over on the lower left. Well, the machinist is slightly to the right because he gets his hand on the product. Now, the boss in the same factory has more accountability and more control, so he's closer to the middle. In fact, if the boss owns his own business, he's clear at the upper right. There's a type of employee that has no accountability but high control over the system. That's called a supervillain. And they're clear up at the upper left. And a white-collar criminal is in basically that same category. So the farther in this direction you are, the more likely you are to do your job. In fact, up here in this corner, these people have to be licensed professionals. If they don't do their job, they'll go to jail. And in this case, the superhero comes after you, although that might be part of his job. So here's your picture. So let's go back to these two guys working in the same factory. Both are far away from the customers and have minimal control over the process. But there are some differences. There's a training difference. There's an automation difference. There's a personal ownership difference. There's a pay difference usually. And so one of them is much more likely to do their job than the other. So whether or not you do your job has a lot to do with what your job is. Personal accountability and control over the process are key factors. These factors can be overcome by some amount of effort. The farther away from the customers and less control you have over the process, the harder this is. This has been a presentation of ISO-help.com. Check out our YouTube site for even more.